Konbanwa, fellow dreamers and monster watchers, and welcome to Kaiju Kokoro, Hearts of the Colossal. I am your host, Kenji.
And I'm Akira. It's great to be here.
Here in Japan, the rain often feels like a memory, just washing over the city lights. And in that sound, in the deep rumble of thunder, I have always heard the whispers of giants.
I love that. It's so true. It's a sound that feels ancient.
Yeah, exactly. Since I was a child, my grandmother told me stories not of fairy tales, but of yokai and oni, the demons and spirits that lurk in the mountains and the deep sea. Creatures born of nature's power, like dragons coiling in the storm clouds.
Right. And they were terrifying, but also awe-inspiring. They felt like a part of our world, a reminder of how small we really are.
This feeling, this primal mix of terror and wonder, it's a feeling that has echoed through our culture for generations. You see it in the roar of Godzilla, a god and a monster born from our own self-destructive power. It's in the noble sacrifice of Ultraman.
And now, oh my gosh, it is roaring back to life in a new story, one that has completely captured my heart. Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8 asks a question that resonates so deep within our bones. What does it mean to be human when a monster beats within your own chest?
And it starts with such a relatable feeling. The main character, Kafka Hibino, he's in his 30s and just feels left behind. His childhood dream of joining the Kaiju Defense Force alongside his friend, the amazing Mina Ashiro, has just faded.
Now he just cleans up the grotesque remains of the monsters he once dreamed of fighting. It's a story of regret, of a dream that died.
But then, and this is where it gets so good, fate, in the form of this strange, tiny, parasitic creature, gives him a second chance.
He gains the power to become a kaiju, a monstrously powerful being designated Kaiju number 8. And suddenly, he's a secret, a monster hiding among the very soldiers who would destroy him.
This is where the story truly grips you. It's not just about fighting giant monsters. It's about fighting the monster inside yourself. It's about the vulnerability of being human and the courage it takes to hold on to your heart, your kokoro, when everything about you has changed.
It's that psychological roller coaster we crave, isn't it? The same feeling we got when we saw the Brachiosaurus for the first time in Jurassic Park.
Yes, pure, unadulterated awe. And then seconds later, the heart-pounding terror of the T-Rex attack. It's the thrill of the hunt and the fear of being hunted.
Monster encounters force us to confront our own fragility. But in that fragility, we find strength. You see it in the Defense Force in Kaiju number 8.
They're just people in powered suits facing down gods. They are so terrified, but they stand together. They find unity in the face of annihilation.
Okay, so let's open our minds for a moment. Imagine it with me, Akira. What if this were our reality? What if the morning news reported not on traffic, but on a fortitude level 7 Honju occurring off the coast?
Oh, wow. Well, for one, we'd have kaiju evacuation drills in schools. Our architecture would have to be completely rethought, built not just for earthquakes, but for colossal footsteps that shake the very foundations of our world.
And technology would just race forward, driven entirely by the need for survival. I mean, the powered suits in Kaiju number 8 are made from the cells of fallen kaiju. We would literally turn the weapons of our destroyers into our armor.
What a grim but beautiful irony. And what about our beliefs? Would we see them as divine punishment? Or gods to be worshipped, like our ancestors might have revered spirits of the storm?
Right. New cults would rise, new prayers whispered in the dark as a silhouette blots out the moon. It's a terrifying yet fascinating thought.
And Kaiju number 8 really explores that through Kafka. He is the perfect bridge between two worlds. He understands the fear of humanity, but he also wields the power of the monster.
His whole journey is about identity. Is he Kafka Hibino, the failed dreamer? Or is he Kaiju number 8, the bringer of destruction? And the story suggests he can be both, a man with the heart of a human and the power of a monster fighting to protect the world that fears him.
It's a tale of transformation, not just of the body, but of the soul. It reminds me of King Kong. Was he really a monster? Or was he a king? Torn from his throne, who found a moment of connection in a world that could only see him as a threat.
Exactly. These stories invite us to feel empathy for the monstrous. And in doing so, they invite us to look within. What are the kaiju in our own lives?
That's such a powerful question, because maybe your monster isn't a giant beast, but the quiet, creeping fear of failure, or the crushing weight of depression.
Or a societal challenge that feels too big to fight, like climate change or injustice. These are our modern-day monsters. They feel overwhelming, unstoppable.
But stories like Kaiju number 8 teach us something vital. They teach us that even when we feel monstrous or broken or small, we have a choice.
Kafka, with all his power, chooses to protect. He chooses hope over despair. He faces the unknown, both outside and in, with bravery. So I urge you, don't turn away from that feeling of awe and wonder. Embrace it. Stay curious about the unknown. The fascination with giants is timeless because it is a fascination with the very limits of our own world and the endless potential of our own spirit.
We are all, in our own way, fighting our own monsters, and we are all capable of being the heroes of our own story.
Thank you for joining us on Kaiju Kokoro. Stay curious, stay brave, and never lose the wonder of looking up at the sky and imagining what could be. Until next time, oyasu nasai. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. If you had to name the kaiju you are facing in your own life, what is it? And what gives you the strength to stand against it?